What's up everyone, Big D here, and I have a special guest for this video, Mr. David Collins, man. In the flesh.
In the flesh, you see me.
Yes, he's recently doing podcasts with me, the Alexis podcast and the first podcast for that superhero show podcast. Or, not that superhero, is it called that superhero? No, it's just called that superhero podcast.
That superhero podcast.
I created it, I don't even remember. I would have put you in the titles though real quick, but I just said, and the host, Daniel Rodriguez, because I know you won't come every Saturday to do it, but he is a guest. Hopefully he'll come every now and then. Real quick, before we get into Ant-Man, the movie, the Ant-Man issue number 1 just came out today. I want a poster of that.
That would be sexy.
I mean, it is well freaking done. Look at that. I like it. Anyway, issue number 1. I don't know how much I paid. My mom picked it up for me. $5 at most. Real quick, that was just but let's talk about the movie, man. The trailer just came out. They released earlier. I already did my trailer reaction, so you guys see link down below for my first reaction to it. But we're just gonna talk about it and break it down. Instead of doing the photos and everything and talking about it, let's break it down for you right here in person and tell you our thoughts, because we are not masters at Ant-Man at all.
No.
But go ahead real quick and tell what you think about Ant-Man. Now, not the trailer, but just overall Ant-Man when you hear it.
Overall, when I hear Ant-Man, I'm like, that sounds fucking terrible. Like, I'm not fascinated by ants. They're assholes, kind of. They do hurt, like when they bite you, but they don't sound like, that doesn't sound like a superhero. Ant-Man?
But also, when you write it down on paper, Batman. I mean, we're both for DC and Marvel. Yeah. We have no hate against each other. We each love, but I mean, he plays Injustice. Cosmos, real quick. But real quick, it's weird, Ant-Man to you.
Yeah.
When you think about it, because
how could that be a superhero?
Superhero, right? Real quick, before we get to the trailer, my reaction is, before I knew who Ant-Man was, I really didn't think much about it. I think it was really cool, the shrinking powers. I mean, that's cool. At most, he could still kick ass even though he's shrinked. And if you've seen the test footage, he's walking on the gun and everything and run. That's really, really cool. But Ant-Man, I'm not a hater where I'm saying, oh, I hate ants, really? I don't like ants either. I haven't seen an ant in for goddamn ages.
I know. Who goes outside?
Who goes outside, exactly. But anyway, we do go outside. How do you think we get to school? Ant-Man official teaser trailer, man. I'm not going to have a sound. You can do the live reaction and hear the sound for it. But real quick, it's up with Paul Rudd, who is Scott Lang, and he is getting arrested. Obviously, the cinema looks great, or the camera angle. We have Michael Douglas,
and he's obviously looking at him getting arrested. Michael Douglas is Hank Pym, which I felt like we saw that movie together. I don't think it was. I think it was with my cousin. It was Las Vegas. Remember Las Vegas?
No.
It's a comedy. He doesn't.
I've never seen it. I wanted to.
But Michael Douglas is in it. He's one of the guys. And he's looking, and of course it's monologue over, and then we see Hank Pym. Paul Rudd. I mean, Brian Fantana, Anchorman. This guy, when you look at him, you know that was him, right?
No, that's Brian Fantana. Yeah, the Black Panther. Yeah. When you look at him, you're like, him as a superhero? But do you guys remember 1989? Because I sure do. But Michael Keaton, man from Night Shift and Mr. Mom, a comedian who everyone, when he announced Batman, people were going crazy. Really? A comedian playing a superhero? And look what he did for the first Batman in 1989. He did it, man, and he's one of the best Batmans. When I think about Batman, I think of Michael Keaton. But Paul Rudd, look at the guy from comedy and now an action star. I think that, the Zero, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
And he looks great. And Hank Pym, Michael Douglas, he's interviewing him, or basically telling him, like, have a chance to
have a second chance. Redeem yourself. And right there it says Marvel Studios. I'm already sold. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to the theaters first. Well, the only thing I never liked from Marvel's Iron Man 2. That was just, I think,
I
the worst.
do not like Iron Man.
That's the only movie out of the whole cinematic universe where I'm like, I don't have to watch it again. Really. Thor is okay, but it has slow parts to it. Where I like The Dark World better. I think it's really underrated because no one really talks about The Dark World at all.
I like the villain in the Malekith, which is the Doctor, Christopher Eccleston. This looks like a flashback. It shows Hank Pym working on something, or else looking at a loved lost one, or maybe his daughter, which his daughter is the girl with the short wig, which is I'm sorry, not Hank Van Dyne, a girl named Hank Van Dyne. I forgot her name. See, we're not
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man wizards. We don't know everything. Janet Van Dyne, which is the Wasp, which I know Joss Whedon wanted to put her in the Avengers, the first one, but of course, stuff. Paul Rudd has a daughter, the first superhero to have a daughter in a movie, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, to have a daughter. This is going to be intense. A lot of people don't like this trailer for one reason. It's because it was too serious and it didn't have that Marvel flavor. We don't want every Marvel movie to be the same. We want it to be different. We know it's going to have the action, the villain. We know the villain's going to die at the end, or else get sent to prison.
Or get sent to prison, and the next one will break out.
But it's the same thing, like cliched wise. Not every time, but
I don't know, because the action, I'm not too it sounds cool shrinking, but that doesn't sound cool. He looks like, when he beats up people, he looks like the praying mantis from Kung Fu Panda, and it looks funny.
You're talking about a comedian and a superhero. It's gonna have to look funny. I know that's weird.
It does. It's weird. I never think of that as a superhero power.
Guardians of the Galaxy, which I'm wearing, representing, they didn't. It was just regular action. Nothing to wow you. Like, oh my! Besides a rocket raccoon and Groot, like extending. Nothing really was like, oh my gosh, this I've never seen it before. There were some parts. But it still was regular action. Maybe shrinking and coming, could change the way we look at things.
Maybe.
The effects look good so far. I have no problem with the effects. I like the camera angle when it zooms down. But anyway,
that was awesome.
Yeah, very great with that. But he has a daughter, and we're stuck on the daughter part. He has a daughter, and she became a superhero in the comics. She became one of the Avengers, I believe, but that's down the line, which is like 20. But yeah, that's really cool. So we know this is going to go on for years and years till our kids have kids of Marvel. So we'll probably see his daughter, unless she dies in this movie for some reason, which will be sad. I doubt it. Marvel isn't that cruel. They ain't that dark. See the himself, man, which is Darren Cross. Darren Cross, just Hank Pym's boss.
Or not Hank Pym's boss, Hank Pym's partner. I believe he was his partner, and he's Yellow Jacket. He is the villain. You saw Yellow Jacket's look, right?
No, I did not.
This is him, man. Once you see the picture, he had a picture yet of the drawing.
Oh shit.
Yellow Jacket.
That looks pretty badass.
That's the villain right there.
Looks like some Spider-Man shit.
It looks pretty cool, right? And then an army of ants. And Ant-Man looks sexy. The costume looks
The costume looks really good.
That's why
Marvel never gets the costumes wrong, nor do DC. They always, these people know how to cast people, and also the outfits. Look, the Star-Lord. Except no one really talked about the Star-Lord mask afterwards.
I really liked Star-Lord's mask.
I like the red glow, but no one was selling them for like Halloween, or no one was really.
It looked like a cartoon type. Some shit.
I like it though. But they didn't use it that much. But obviously this one's a better Star-Lord than Star-Lord.
Yeah, because it looks badass.
It really does. I like the antennas. They're gonna go aside. Yeah. Yellow Jacket looks badass, man. If you have not seen it, I'm sorry, we're kind of dangling here. Let's get back to the real thing. Hank Pym's daughter, who works at his party for his daughter. He's a thief, so he's not a good guy at first.
Scott Lang is a thief.
That's cool. That's a nice twist.
That's what you think, man. This ain't a guy and a good guy. He's getting arrested at the beginning. He's way much more. That's why I'm saying you have a second chance. So, his stubs look amazing. His beard, I love it. He has the look for it, man. He has a superhero look when you think about it. When you just quickly think, you're like, this guy could be a superhero.
He does.
And the costume, he puts it on.
He's like.
And just, I like how the eyes, you could just see the eyes, where it's not trying to hide, it's just, to protect him, and I wonder how. I guess his voice is regular and doesn't have a muffled voice. You know, like this type of a brain voice. You know, I bet it sounds regular. And he looks like he presses a button. I thought it had his thumbs up, like
that's what I thought
are we
too.
gonna do it? But you could assume that also, just like second wise, he'd do that. Not, but just in our minds, yeah. But yeah, he shrinks, and then he just like he disappears for a second, like. And that camera angle, when it zooms down, it is sexy as hell. I love it. And yeah, Michael Pena, he's come out in many movies before. He's a comedian, drama actor. 30 Minutes or Less. Have you seen 30 Minutes or Less? No. Oh man, I gotta give you some movies to watch. He's come out in that. He's come out in so many others. He is freaking. He came out in Fury. Such a great actor. But it looks like he's playing a guard. It looks like he's not going to be huge, like of a big character. A freaking, I believe, Queen Ant, a regular ant.
Princess Ant.
A prince, or
That's what they call it. Those are like daughters or some shit.
with the wings.
Yeah.
Well, I like how it has a helicopter sound to it when it's coming down. I'm like, what is this? But hey, I'm not complaining. A guy riding a freaking ant. I never knew it could be done because you haven't seen this poster also. This was the poster that they released. I don't think I have it anymore, but oh yeah, right here, like at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Like I haven't filmed it yet before when they released this at Comic-Con, but this was concept art and you could see. No one else saw it, well except when they released it, but that was Ant-Man.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
It looks freaking epic. And then you look at the ant and you're like, that looks cool. But you actually see it in the damn trailer and it's like, whoa. I mean, the light, the way he looks, and he's saying either goodbye to his daughter or before he goes to the big fight, big showdown, that he got his body ripped.
Paul Rudd got his body ripped for this, man. Not too ripped.
Enough where that's some better than me. Better than both of us. He has more muscle than you. But he looks good for superhero wise. You got to get fit and strength. Other than that, Hope is did I say Janet Van Dyne earlier? I think it's Hope Van Dyne. That I like just the color. You can see he's like probably in a computer room or something. And he's small, and again, it's a heist type of movie, so he has to go in and break in and something. So it's not your ordinary Marvel movie. Other than that. And then he's riding the frickin' that. It looks beautifully done. It doesn't cheap graphics, obviously it's not, but and then even at the end.
Exactly.
No one fucking is DC guy over here. Anyway, real quick, I love the monologue that Michael Douglas says. I'm not gonna try to do dramatic, but if you really analyze what he's saying, he says, Scott, I've been watching you for a while now. You're different. Now don't let anyone tell you that you have nothing to offer. Second chances don't come around all that often. I suggest you take a really close look at it. This is our chance, or your chance to earn that look in your daughter's eyes, to become the hero that she already thinks you are. Mind that he's a thief, and she thinks he's a hero. It's not about saving our world, it's about saving theirs, that, the children, his family and our generation, the next generation of kids. Scott, I need you to be the Ant-Man. And I like how he does a T at the end, like Ant-Man, instead of like Ant-Man, Ant-Man. He puts an emphasis on the T. And after that, huh? Oh no, he does like, huh. Like that, like he's considering everything. And then, one question. Is it too late to change the name? Paul Rudd, even though it's serious, and then it has one comedic line, like, again, Guardians of the Galaxy, when they're like, what a bunch of a-holes. Like, what a bunch of a-holes. Yes, and then Ant-Man, July 17th. It doesn't seem so far away, for some reason. It seems far, but not as far, because we've already made it. We have to wait for Batman v Superman until next year, so I mean, that's a longer wait. That's March 2016. We're still 365 days over that 400 days. But I'm happy that the trailer's out. Star Wars is going to have a trailer. Fantastic Four comes out in over 7 months. and they don't even have a damn trailer or photo out yet. And they've been done 4 or 5 months ago, and they have nothing to release. And they already have a sequel in the making, like of script-wise and release date. So it's sad. There's not even no trailer out. Star Wars even has a trailer a year before it came out, and yet Batman v Superman has no trailer yet. So I don't know what's going on, DC. What are you doing? But again, no hit to DC. But Ant-Man, July 17, 2015. Again, you just saw the trailer slowly of us breaking it down. What did you think about the trailer again? Even though
The trailer made it look good because the action looked kind of good.
kind of good, looked amazing.
Kind of good.
I mean, it didn't show us that much action, but it's just a teaser trailer.
Yeah,
it's a
that's
teaser.
true.
It teased us, but I felt like we got the whole point of Scott Lang. Like, I feel like I don't really want to watch. I don't want to see no more Ant-Man really, because for some reason, out of all the action I just saw, I felt like that's all the action in the movie. That's why I don't know why. I'm a little disappointed by the trailer, but it didn't make me go like, oh, this movie's gonna suck. No, I still think it's gonna be pretty good.
It's Marvel. I'm gonna go see it on the first day it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those where in Marvel we trust.
Yeah, we trust you guys.
Again,
Except for an Iron Man. Iron Man 3
Iron Man,
was good.
yeah, I liked Iron Man 3. Thor: The Dark World, good. Captain America: Winter Soldier, applaud for that, man. That was really awesome. Again, 2 comedy directors made that, so that's freaking amazing. They directed Community, the show, and that's comedy. So comedy to action, that's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Doing that, you blew my mind. And they're already working on Civil War, and they're gonna do Avengers: Infinity War Part 1 and 2, I believe. So good hands, and they're brothers. And Guardians of the Galaxy, that I had no doubt that it wasn't gonna be a good. I knew it was gonna be a good movie, but it blew me away at points.
It did.
I mean, it's like Marvel Star Wars. Yeah, that Vin Diesel. You know, I am Groot. We are. It was amazing.
When I would go first date with my sister, we were talking to some guy. He was like, Vin Diesel, the best acting he's ever done. He didn't even act in it.
Well, the emotion you put into his vocal words, but I liked it more better than Fast and Furious. Otherwise of his acting, no offense. Wow, we're already talking about different stuff. Anyway, Ant-Man. The reason I came here for Ant-Man. I have not read the comic book, by the way, so I don't know if it's total shit, or if it's good. Because in this Ant-Man #1, I believe that Ant-Man is the security guard for Stark Industries. So he's just a security guard having fun in this one. Which the cover always misleads you all the time in comics. I mean, probably no action in this first comic book one. But I like it anyway. I hope it's good. I'll review it. Anyway, what I thought about the Ant-Man trailer, it's good. Teaser again. I really don't want to see no more until maybe Super Bowl time or something. Let's just worry about getting Avengers Age of Ultron out of the way. They need to stop promoting it. Not promoting it, but no more releasing footage.
Yeah.
I want to be surprised. Like Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's just like they release promo after promo. A promo for this promo.
Shit.
Next week, that just fell. Next week, it's all good. It didn't fall really bad. I just gotta make sure my comic's good. Promo after another promo. Basically, they just kept on releasing, and then they showed Gwen falling and Peter catching, and I was like, thanks for spoiling that. I could have just... I kind of predicted, yeah, she's gonna die now. That confirmed she's gonna die. And it's bull. Wasn't that horrible of a movie, but still, if they wouldn't have promoted it all and shown and advertised it, I would have been fine. Other than that, Ant-Man, I will see you in July. Thank you so much, and a special thanks to my guest, Mr. David Collins, man.
Check out my YouTube, David Collins. I don't do much, just
But link down below.
random shit.
Watch him now. Anyway, thank you again. May the Spock be with you always, my motto, man. And again, DC.